The law of vibration explained. This will totally redefine your business. Hello, and welcome to the Unstoppable Woman podcast. I'm Amira Alvarez. I am the founder and the CEO of the Unstoppable Woman. And I'm super excited to talk to you about the law of vibration. It is one of the 7 foundational laws that you must understand in order to work in alignment with the way the universe works and really scale your business. So the law of vibration works for everything in your life and your business, not just your business and not just your life, of course. I happen to love to teach the laws as they are applied to business and to help women in particular, learn how they work, really understand them so that they can make that growth in the business easier because you're not swimming upstream. You're not fighting the way the universe works. So this law is very, very, very important. One of my faves, and they're all my faves, if truth be told. But for today, this one's my fave. So have you ever wondered why you connect with certain people? Like when you walk into a room, you gravitate to a person, they're lit up, you're lit up, that conversation's lit up, or the space that you walk into feels so good or doesn't feel good? Or do you ever wonder why you have trouble hiring world-class people? Why you struggle with the who you're bringing onto your team, whether it's in terms of engagement or work ethic or loyalty or abilities, like you're wondering why that's happening, why for you in particular that's a struggle. Now, the law of vibration is a key component of that. It's not the only component you need to know, but it's a key component of that. And if you've ever wondered why some things are easy for you to manifest, like maybe overwhelm or challenges or hard work, but other things that you might want consciously are challenging for you to make manifest or create, like abundant cash flow, whatever your income goal is. You're like, not happening. This is really, really hard for me right now. It's an effort. The law of vibration has something to say about that. So if you ever look around and see a ton of people making a ton of money and you wonder how they do it, how they're doing it, but you're not doing it, all of this can be explained by understanding and applying the law of vibration. It will redefine how you look at business. Not only will it redefine how you look at business, but it's one of the things that helped me change who I was being and how I was making decisions in my business so that I could rapidly scale. So I went from making $138K a year, so I'd already crossed that 6-figure mark, to 5 timesing my income in 1 year, making $700K and then crossing the 7 figures thereafter. And we've had great success helping other women do very similar things. Everyone's at their own level. Some people are starting a little bit lower than where I was. Some people are starting way beyond where I was. But this law of vibration, if you get it, and I'm going to be drawing you a picture of how it works a little bit later. So look for that. And if you're listening to this as just an audio podcast, you'll be able to see that on our YouTube channel as well, because that's where the video is. Okay. So once I really got this, it created rapid change for me. So let's dig in. Let's talk about what this is and how it works. So you may have heard this, but if it's the first time, let me just share it with you. Everything in the universe vibrates. We live in an ocean of motion. One of my mentors, Bob Proctor, coined that, as far as I know. Maybe there's someone else who says that, but I love that phrase. We live in an ocean of motion. Okay, so Proctor said that, and what it means is that everything in the universe has a frequency or a vibration, and thoughts have vibrations. People have vibrations, feelings have vibrations, spaces have vibrations, things have vibration. And here's this mouse that I'm holding up, right? It's a computer mouse. It's a thing. We think it's solid. Or this mic, we think it's solid. But if you put it under a microscope, you will see that at a very microscopic level, everything is vibrating in this world. It looks solid to us, but it is vibrating on a microscopic level. And so things vibrate, people vibrate, animals vibrate, nature vibrates, ideas vibrate, decisions vibrate, thoughts, feelings, all of that. And this is really important for you to know. Like, think about this. When you go out into nature, when you take a walk in the woods, it feels different than when you are walking in the city. That's a vibration. When you walk into one person's house, it feels one way. That's a vibration. When you go into the subway, that has a different vibration. And places can take on the vibration of the people who are in it. And things have their own vibration. Oftentimes it's the vibration of the person who made it. Have you ever purchased something that's very cheap? It feels cheap in your hand. Maybe it's clothing. Maybe it's a thing that you bought on Amazon and you get it and you're like, this feels cheap. This does not feel quality. That's the vibration of the thing. And then have you ever, one time I ate this fudge from these monks. And so it was fudge that was made by monks. And it was the most delicious fudge I've ever had. I had like an ecstatic spiritual experience eating that fudge. I can't remember what it was. This was years ago, but it was like, it stuck with me because I was like, wow, those monks just put all of their spiritual energy into this fudge. Maybe they even put some of their, they were transmuting their sexual energy into this fudge, right? Oh, it was just ecstatic to me. And that's vibration. Okay. You have experienced this in all sorts of places. Let's bring this to the business world. Let's say you're interviewing people and they both on record, like their resumes look very similar. Their qualifications look similar. They both have great skill set. And then you start doing this pro-con list, but you're like, this person's vibration just feels different. Okay. And that's the one that feels different in a positive way. That's the one you need to go with because you're connecting with something. Or maybe you're looking at a hire and everything looks good on paper, but you get this weird sense. There's something off about them. That's their vibration. And you need to pay attention to that. Okay. So, and there's many other ways that vibration works in business. That's just an example for right now. Another example from my own personal life, and in addition to the fudge example, the monks and the fudge example, is, when I first started to up-level who I was being and I started to shop at nicer stores, it terrified me. I felt like I didn't belong there. I had never shopped at a Neiman's or a Barney's or a Saks or anything like that. And I was I shouldn't say never. I've had walked into the makeup counter at a Saks before. But I felt very much like a fish out of water in those stores. It felt like that wasn't me. I didn't belong there. But I knew the laws, and the law says that you must be vibrating at the level of what you want in order to attract it and to receive it. And I wanted to be someone who was more put together and more just played at a higher level. And so when I went shopping there, I felt like a fish out of water. I was here on the level of vibration, and the store was here on the level of vibration. And instead of making the store wrong and saying that's not how it's supposed to be, or that's not for me, I felt the discomfort of being in two different vibrational frequencies that didn't match. And I said, I want to be at that frequency. So I changed my frequency to be at that level. Now, that was uncomfortable. Most people, this is a very simple example, but most people won't change their vibration. Don't even know that that's a requirement to have something at a higher level. When you're ready for freedom, you find the courage to scale. And you better get ready for our next The 7 Laws to 7 Figures Summit, which is going to be off the charts. Join me this November for an electrifying 3-day online event where female entrepreneurs from all over the world gather together to learn how to scale their business and unlock the freedom that they desire. And a special offer for all podcast fans. Get your seat today using the link theunstoppablewoman.com/breakthrough and save 80% off of your ticket purchase. Bye for now and see you there. Let's use the team example again. Let's say you have a story that says it's easier to do it myself and no one can do it as good as I can. Well, we know that that's a vibration that is going to keep you stuck in overwhelm and overwork. That is a vibration that's going to keep you stuck in always feeling like you can't get ahead. And it's also going to get you stuck playing at a certain level income-wise. So if you want to actually attract someone who is excellent at what they do and can truly support you, you have to change your vibration so that you're at that level and not just at the level that you're playing at, which is I have to do everything myself. I have to be the smartest person in the room. And if I don't do everything myself, I won't get the credit for it. Like that, those are vibrational thoughts. Those are beliefs that keep you playing at a struggle level. Okay, I want to break this down and show you something, do a little drawing for you on my iPad. Okay, hope you can see this. And this is something that I go into and draw more at our summit because it's such an important piece. So you're a great human down here, and you're making what you're making right now, your income level. And you're at this vibrational level, okay? You probably came up from, you didn't start at this vibrational level, you probably evolved into this vibrational level, but this is where you're at currently. And this, you're going to be matching with people and things and ideas at this level. So people, things, ideas at this level. But you want, and money, also income at this level, but you have a goal of making, let's say, 5 times what you're making right now. And that's at a totally different vibrational level. But you're down here. How do you get to be at this level? You have to go up the levels of vibration in order to start attracting the clients, right? At that level, the money at that level, the help at that level, the things at that level. And in order to attract this new income level and the associated marketing plans, the associated support team, the associated time off, the associated nice things in your life, you need to be vibrating at this level because we attract that which we are a vibrational match to, okay? And that's a really important piece to this. You need to change your vibration. So the law of attraction, which many of you have familiarity with, is a subsidiary law to the law of vibration. Sure enough, we attract the things that we think about. We attract the things that we hold in our mind's eye, but we are only able to do that if we are on the same vibrational level as that thought. So you need to change your vibration. And this is about changing your identity. And that's more than we can talk about today. That's something I go into in a lot of detail at the summit, but you have to change your conception of yourself, who you're being as well. So, how do you vibrate right now? If you take an honest look at that, are you putting love, care, attention, time, energy into things, or are you in scarcity about everything? Are you always rushed? Are you always running out of time? Are you always with the mindset of not enough? Are you always in fear of rejection or failure? These are all thoughts and ways of being that are going to attract more of the same. Okay, because everything in the universe vibrates, and we match exactly what's on our vibrational level. So if you're hiring, if you're thinking it'll never work, it'll be hard to find someone, there's no one that's good enough, that's a subconscious thought. And that thought is vibrating at a particular frequency, and it's going to match with making it very difficult to find someone. Okay. Or maybe you have the thought, I can't afford it, in which case that's what you're going to match with. Okay. It doesn't mean that you actually truly can't afford it. You're just vibrating at that level, thinking that. So energy is vibrating at a certain frequency. Have I said that 3 or 4 times? Yes. You need to understand that. You need to understand that everything is energy, and energy is vibrating at a certain level, and a thought is energy. So what is your energy right now? What is your energy that you're putting into what you're creating? That is super, super essential. So just breaking it down to black and white, is it fear or is it belief? Is it fear or is it confidence, right? Like, what are you putting into the universe? Okay. So one of the biggest things that I learned in my journey was that you have to make decisions. That's a thought, that is an action. That's also an idea, right? All of these things vibrate. I know that's a little woo-woo, but go with me here. You need to make decisions from the place you want to be, not from the place you are right now. Because if you make decisions from the place you are now, you're going to be attracting what you've always gotten. That doesn't work. You have to make decisions from the place you want to be. And I did this and continue to do this. Like, this is not a one-time deal, guys. You want to do this with like your investments. Those are decisions, investments in money, investments on time. Those are 2 big places that you can really start using this law of vibration. And, where are you investing your money? Are you investing it in yourself? Like in your education, your growth, your personal development? You are your biggest asset. That would be a great thing to invest in. Are you investing it in your business? How to grow your business? Are you pouring your energy and your thought and your vibration into where you want to be in your business and making decisions from where you want to be, which looks like hiring team to support where you want to be, or getting mentorship to support where you want to be, making different decisions than where you are right now. It could also be investments in your home. It could be investments in your clothing. It could be investments in your personal care, all of that. On the time front, the decisions that you want to be making in terms of how you invest your time are like, are you afraid of delegating, or are you constantly deciding to delegate like the next level up person? Are you delegating like a solo entrepreneur, or are you delegating like a CEO? Are you delegating like 100K a year business owner, which could be a great way for you to be delegating. If you're under the 100K, that would be like, I want to start delegating like I'm making six figures. Okay. Or do you need to raise the bar and say, I need to delegate like a 7-figure business owner or a multi 7-figure business owner or an 8-figure business owner? What would that look like? How and where would you spend your time? Make decisions about how you're spending your time and how you're spending your money from the place you want to be, not from the place you are now. And then feel that discomfort and stick with it and do it anyway, and be as honest and truthful with yourself about where you're slipping back into the old way, and hold yourself to the new way of being. And you will change your vibration and you will get different outcomes based on that new level of vibration. Okay. With that, rock it out, be unstoppable, and I'll catch you in the next podcast. Take care. Bye.